If you've seen any of these comments, watch this video. So 2012 isn't anything spectacular, again, regretfully. But I have an announcement in the end of this video to explain my methodology, because I keep improving and now I actually have some benchmarks to make these videos. So before we move to the actual top, we'll see what IMDb has to offer. So top 10 based on popular opinion. If you're watching this in 2027, I'll be talking about the movie that was released 15 years ago. The Dark Knight Rises. The worst in trilogy, 3 out of 10. Watch The Dark Knight, it's way better. Django Unchained, it's alright, overrated. Avengers, I rewatched it like 3 days ago. No, it was rated 6 out of 10, but I downgraded it after rewatching. It's mediocre, and it already looks dated. Hunger Games, it will be in the top, it's fine. Hobbit, all of the trilogy is absolute garbage, starting from the first film, and the last one is even worse. Silver Linings Playbook, it's fine. Yeah, 5 out of 10, but no, definitely doesn't deserve a 7. Skyfall, very boring, not a James Bond movie, like it could have been like Jason Bourne or even John Wick, like it's a generic action movie. The Amazing Spider-Man, no, bad, don't. Ted, absolutely disgusting shit, don't watch it. And Life of Pi is 6 out of 10, it will be in the top. So as you can see, not a single 7 out of 10 or higher. The average score is 5, maybe 4. So don't trust IMDb. Now we are moving to my top. Took me a while. With the new benchmark, it really took me a while. Okay, so starting from the bottom, honorable mentions. Moonrise Kingdom. It's a cute and quirky Wes Anderson movie. Like it's about children and first love and all of that. It's okay. Next, Django Unchained. Overrated, it doesn't deserve an 8, let alone 8.5. It works, yeah, it's 6 out of 10, but like it's empty. Like the whole movie hinges on DiCaprio's acting, but DiCaprio can't pull 40 minutes of acting. It doesn't work. Regrettably. I like this movie, I like Tarantino, I already told that, but it's not an 8. Next, Brave. It's a Pixar movie, it's alright. Again, it doesn't deserve a 7. People don't really like this movie, but it's fine. It's a low point for Pixar, but it's a children's movie. Like, there is nothing deep going on. It's okay, it's fine. Next, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It's a comedy, it's not that deep, it's adequately rated, yes, 6.7. Yeah, sure, why not? It's fine. Next, Magic Mike. Again, people hate it just because it's about male strippers, but it's a fine movie. It's a drama about two kinds of men. The one is young and hoping to eat the world, and the other one has already eaten it, and the movie is about these dynamics. Okay, that were all of the honorable mentions. Okay. Actual top. Number 11, Hunger Games. It's adequately rated. Yeah, the first movie is better than all of the sequels. Usually the opposite is true, but yeah, it's fine, it works. It's dystopian young adult movie. Yeah. Number 10, Lorax. Again, people hate it because it's not actually Dr. Seuss, and the original cartoon from the 80s or something like that was supposedly better, but again, it's its own thing. Yeah, it's inspired by Lorax, but it's not actually Lorax, and it tells the story a little differently, but I don't think it's the reason to hate this movie. Again, for children it's absolutely perfectly fine. So it's about like how naivete leads to disaster. It's a very interesting angle. Number 9, Cloud Atlas. Again, it's overrated, even though it's rated 7 out of 10, I think it's overrated. It's not a bad movie, but like, first of all, the runtime is 3 hours. it doesn't need that. I know that the novel is very long, but 3 hours is not enough to cover the novel, I assume. I haven't read it. But like, you feel how it's squeezed into this runtime, and even though it's 3 hours long, it's not enough, so they should have made at least 2 parts, like 2 2-hour movies. It would have been a better decision. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss much, because 6 out of 10, it's okay. Number 8, Life of Pi. I haven't rewatched it because it's 6 out of 10. I don't have any obligation to rewatch 6 out of 10 movies. It's fine. Again, it's overrated, even more so the Cloud Atlas, but it's okay, it works. It's a light-hearted movie sprinkled with philosophy. It's an Indian movie. The star of this movie is an Indian. It's not like Stars on Earth or anything like that, but again, it works, it's fine, it's okay. This is actually the 8th place and the previous one was 7th. It's such a beautiful day. It's a very hard to watch cartoon. I wouldn't even call it cartoon because like it's very disturbing, to say the least. It's very disturbing, it's very disgusting. It's like peeking into a mind of a schizophrenic. The bad type of schizophrenic that sees a lot of weird and scary shit. It takes a lot to go past the 30-minute mark, and even though it's only 1 hour long, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone just because how disgusting and disturbing it is. But like, if you can thread through all of that, it has a beautiful message at the end of this cartoon. Like, basically, the life is too short, all of that. So give it a chance, I guess. Like, if you're interested in mental illness, it's the cartoon to watch. If you're not interested in mental illness, like, avoid it. Like, seriously, it is disturbing and it is ugly, so I warned you. Okay, so Lincoln was supposed to be the 12th place. It's Daniel Day-Lewis. And I didn't recognize him as Daniel Day-Lewis. I love this actor. I've watched this whole movie and I didn't have a clue who that was. I was like, well, they must have casted some unknown actor to play Lincoln. And no, they didn't. They casted Daniel Day-Lewis. You don't see Daniel Day-Lewis in this role. I swear to you, he's just like, if you remember him from Gangs of New York, it's day and night. He's a tremendous actor. Seriously, there are very few actors that can like transform like that. If you like Daniel Day-Lewis, definitely watch it. If you like history drama or political drama, definitely watch it. It's a bit long, 2.5 hours, but like if you're into history and stuff, history of the US, obviously, watch it. It has some historical inaccuracies, but they are not very egregious. Like, they are there, but like nothing that bad. So yeah. Okay, so that was all 6 out of 10s. Now we're moving to 7 out of 10s. We start with The Collection. So the first movie, I rated it 4 out of 10, I think. I rated it 1 out of 10 just because it failed. Like, the premise is very cool, but it's shot in a way that doesn't work. Like, it isn't thought out enough for this movie to work. So the sequel actually like took this criticism to heart and actually made it so this movie works. Like, the logistics of moving to other rooms and all of that, they actually work here because like the confinements aren't defined. So it's like a labyrinth, because in the first movie it was just a regular house. And here it works, and it's in the same spirit of the first movie, obviously. And well, it's a horror, splatter horror kind of thing. Nothing deep here, but it's very interesting. And if you missed it and you're a horror fan, I recommend it. Number 5, Francis Ha. So again, I wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone, because the audience for this movie is very niche. So basically this movie is about the second coming of age. So it's The protagonist is like 25 years old or something like that, and she already lives alone, earns money, supports herself and all of that, but she's still a kid. And she has a friend from childhood and they are very close, but her friend has already grown up and she hasn't. And so this movie is about this dynamic and like about finding your place in the world and all of that. And like, if you want to see that, watch it. If nothing I listed interests you, skip it, you won't miss much. Number 4, Total Recall. The remake, again, it was supposed to be bad, but just as with The Thing I covered in the previous stop, it's better than the original. The original is rated 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 means it's disgusting. And if you watched it, you know what I mean. There are very disgusting things, exploding eyes, quarters and all of that, and with a very bad special effect that didn't age very good. It's disgusting. Also on top of that, it's not a very good movie. But this one, it's not a remake in the strict sense because the story is different. They don't go to Mars, all of that. First of all, it's newer, VFX are better, and as an action movie it just looks better. And the second point, that Colin Farrell is an actual actor, not a meme like Schwarzenegger, and he can act and you can see his emotions and you get involved more just because he can act. Because Schwarzenegger can't act, he's a meme. Like, if you're a fan of action movies, definitely watch it. Like, it doesn't even matter what kind of action movies you like, it's a very good, solid action movie. Okay, number 3, still 7 out of 10. I decided to rewatch it today before recording this video, but I didn't. Today is Sunday and I need to work on Monday, so I decided if I will spend time rewatching Wreck-It Ralph instead of recording the video, I will have to record next week, and I don't want to record next week. It doesn't matter. So Wreck-It Ralph, very good. I hope it still holds. I've watched it like 10 years ago, something like that. Well, you should know about it. It's Pixar, so like, unlike the sequel, it's worth watching. If you like animation, definitely watch it. Okay, the last 7 out of 10. Number 2, The Hunt. It's kind of popular, yeah, 400k ratings. I assume you know about this movie, and now you have the recommendation from me to watch it. It's a psychological drama about a man who is wrongfully accused of being a pedo. And, well, it's a hard position to be in, you know. It's a Scandinavian drama, so it's darker than usual dramas and than the US dramas, but like, if you like dramas, definitely watch it. Okay, number 1. Top 1. 9 out of 10. The only movie that's rated 9 out of 10. Regretfully, it's not because it's a very deep, life-changing movie. It's rated 9 out of 10 for the same reason I rated Pirates of the Caribbean 9 out of 10. Everything works in this movie. The set designs are gorgeous, like it's an eye candy. I don't care about like Anna Karenina, it's a Russian novel, I haven't read it, it's supposed to be very deep, blah 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 blah. I don't care about any of that. It's beautiful, it's just beautiful to watch, it's shot impeccably, it's just, I was watching it like, wow, I didn't know you can make a movie like that. It's gorgeous. Seriously, it's gorgeous. I can't name a movie that looked that gorgeous. Like in Pirates of the Caribbean, everything works, like the characters work, the acting works, the plot is okay and fine, and the VFX are cool and all of that. But here, again, it's like a painting. You're watching a painting that's moving, and gorgeous. Like one word to describe this movie: gorgeous. It's so beautiful. So yeah, that's all. Okay, I want to talk a bit about my methodology. I started taking this seriously once I've watched all the movies I wanted to watch from 2000 to 2024. Now I'm thinking like, how many movies should a person watch to be qualified to talk about the best movies of a given year? And it took me a while to get an answer to this question. And I decided the best way is to do 3 things. So, thing number 1, I watched top 10 of IMDb by ratings, by number of ratings. So, I demonstrated here the top 10, like from 700k to 2 million ratings. So these are the most popular movies that the majority of people who watched movies in 2012 watched. So I've covered all of these and gave them a rating. So like, if you want to accuse me about not seeing something that year, it becomes very difficult once I cover the top 10 by number of ratings. I don't care about the score, because it's impossible to find a score for on IMDb, because if you rate by score, user rating, you get this. You get lists and lists of movies rated 10 and 9 that have 17 ratings total. So it's absolutely impossible to do this. There are some works around, but I don't want to bother, because the goal of this first step is to sieve out all the popular movies, because the top 10 rated by number of ratings gives the most popular movies of that year. That's step 1. Step 2, watch all the movies that are rated 90 or more by Metascore. Metascore is a bit different from Rotten Tomatoes, because Rotten Tomatoes is a joke. Like, don't pay any attention to ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, they're absolutely whack. They're whack. There are tons of movies that are rated 80 or higher, so I wouldn't be able to watch all of the movies that are rated 80 or higher by Metascore, because like, there are a lot of them. I haven't watched Zero Dark Trinity. Again, it's 95, so I should have watched it, and I was planning to watch it today before I started recording, but obviously I didn't. I doubt it deserves such high a score, so I didn't feel obligated to watch it. If it deserves anything above 6 out of 10, I'll post it in the comments. So I didn't miss much, because all of the other movies, as you can see, usually Metascore is very low. So even though, like, yeah, it's number 5 by the number of ratings. Like 1 million people watched this movie and it has the Metascore of 58. I don't know who in their right mind would rate this shit 7.8, because it's absolute garbage or absolute burning trash of a movie. But Metascore supports me. That's nice. Not that it actually means anything. So usually, yeah, it's 60 plus or 70 plus or something like that. You see, the Life of Pi is rated 79, but it's supposed to be a critic's darling because it's a foreign movie and they adore it. But 79. And on the first glance, also, Argo is propaganda. I rated it 1 out of 10 because it's false. Everything is historically inaccurate, and it's a very nice word to put it, because it's pure propaganda. Nothing shown in this movie actually happened. Nothing. Not even the main events happened like they're shown. It's pure propaganda. Don't believe this movie. Looper is rated 84 for some reason. Why would you rate Looper 84 out of 100? Why would you do that? And so on. So you can't rely on ratings below 90 to find something good or worth watching. But usually if it's rated This is also a very funny movie. Like nothing happens in it, but it's made impeccably. But usually, if it's rated 90, I'll find something rated 90. I hope. Yeah, this shit. Yeah, it's rated 95. Like it was supposed to be a gem, a brilliant. I don't know. No, absolutely disgusting. Don't waste your time. It also has 7.9. Absolutely. No. Don't waste your time. Don't watch it. 3 out of 10 means this movie failed. Completely failed. You can't get a rating lower than 3 out of 10 unless it's first disgusting or offended me in some way. So yeah, actually I watched Francis Ha because it's rated 82. But again, I can't watch any movie rated 82 because there are a lot of them. It doesn't seem this way because like 44, 54, 64 and all of that. Also, this is also garbage. Yeah. It's a garbage. Don't waste your time. So I decided 90 gives me a sweet spot, so I don't miss like shit like this. And that's step 2. And step 3, I open 200 movies, again rated by the number of ratings, and I look for, it was the only step before 2012, before I started covering 2012, it was the only step. So I open 200 movies of a given year, and I just look at the titles, look at the posters, look at the descriptions, and I look for something that might interest me. So this way I get at least 10 movies from the most popular movies, at least 5 movies from the movies that critics liked, and just a general overview of some movies that were released in that year. That's about 30 movies. So for this year, let me show you how many movies I watched. Also, this movie is a disappointment. It used to be rated 9 out of 10, but I rewatched it yesterday and it's garbage. I'm sorry to say that, but it's garbage. Like, it is 9 out of 10, but only the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes are 9 out of 10. The 85 minutes before that is pure trash. It's 3 out of 10, maybe 4 out of 10, but it's impossible to watch it. The characters are two-dimensional, and I'll include the review of this movie. Okay, so yeah, so I watched 53. Yeah, I talk about the wreck. I watched 53 movies of 2012. I think 50 is a nice figure. Like, it makes me qualified to talk about movies that were released in 2012. Obviously, I can't watch every movie that was released in 2012, but 50 movies sounds like a significant figure, you know? Like, if you watch 50 movies released in a given year, that means you know at least the general direction the movies will go in. So I think I did a good job. I think it's a good benchmark, and I don't know how other people do that. People like Chris Stuckmann and the other one with the beard and the red backdrop, it looks like they don't bother with having any methodology at all. It seems like they watched an advertisement for a movie, and they're like, I like this trailer, I'm gonna watch this movie. And so all of their top 10 movies of a given year are just this, the thing I showed you before. Like, you get top 10 movies by number of ratings, and you get their tops. They're like almost identical. Like they watch the most popular movies and they put the most popular movies in top 10, and they never talk about movies that are not here. So that's that. I don't feel like talking about my life today. It's still cold. Yesterday was the coldest day, the coldest day this winter. It was minus 22 Celsius. I complained about minus 15. I didn't know it would be worse. But yeah, generally nothing happened this past month. So yeah, determinism is freedom.